Hello folks, and welcome to Larry's Fountain Pen, and I'm Larry Baronis, and this is my Larry's Fountain Pen channel. Alright, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to talk about a pen that I just got in the mail today, and I'm not going to do a ink writing review on it. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the pen, and the pen that I'm going to talk about is a Pelikan. This is the M800 with the 18K gold nib. I've showed that once in one of my videos, so I'll open this up without further ado and let you see what I got here. So, get old trusty blue out. Here we go. First, I'll see if I can just rip it open, and I can. So, back to old blue. Alright, Mr. Blue, don't cut my fingers off, but anyway. Alright, make sure nothing else is in there. And, comes in this box. And they are well packed. And this is the someplace I get my deltas at. So I'll kind of open that up a little bit here. Oh, I'd like to say that to everyone out there, happy Veterans Day. And I thank you for your service. It's because of each of you, men and women, that we live in a country that is free and not ruled by communism. We have our rights. It's because of you all. So let's get back to open this. Here we go. And I think, let me get this all cut up again. That should do it. Here we go. Well, it did come in the regular box. Okay, cool. And here it is. Great job. Let me just set this aside. And Pelikan. I'm sure a lot of us fountain pen folks have had or have a Pelikan, and I'm sure you're all very pleased with them. I know I am extremely pleased. And this box looks exactly like when this pen came in. Same box. So now let's take a look at the pen, because it's going to be a bit different. And the coffin comes off. And underneath you'll find your little booklet about the pen. Tells you all about Pelikan and how to use your pens, and I think you all have seen plenty of these, so I'm not going to go and bore you with that. And some more information booklets on the pen. Edelstein ink collection on here. And put this up and we'll get on our way, because that's what you're interested in. You're not interested in this stuff, you're interested in that. And I don't blame you, because so am I. I do like the feel of this box inside. Kind of a leather type feel. I like that. And here is the leather pouch it comes in with the Pelikan logo on there. Can you see that? Timberwind. Can you see that very well? Okay. Alright, here we go. And it does have Pelikan on the pouch. Wow. Gorgeous pen. Look at that pen. Here it is, folks. The Pelikan. And this is the M800 18K medium nib. Beautiful pen. It's a unscrew cap. And there is a nib. If you can you see that pretty well there? Okay. And Pelikan makes some really beautiful nibs, in my opinion. And we're going to like measure it up here. The difference. Here is the 1000, the flagship pen of Pelikan, and here's the M800. And they're almost the same length. What the difference is, the M1000, it's a lot more fatter, thicker, bigger pen as far as the width size of it, of the barrel and the cap. At the length of the pen, they're both about the same. And the finial on top, Pelikan, you can see that. They're all the same. And so that goes with that. And I'm going to put some other pens to measure it up with. And here's a Pelikan. Can you all see that pretty well? And then here is a Delta Hales Bells, about the same length. Just the Delta's fatter. And then here's the Pilot Vanishing Point. And I think that's probably the closest to this pen. And the Van Scotti Homo Sapien. They're about the same length, but just this is a bigger round than the M800. And last but not least, here's a Jin Hao, and this is a 750. And they are the same length, and probably about the same width around than the Pelikan. So that's that. And on the measurements of this pen, capped it's 141 millimeters, and uncapped it's about 127 uncapped. You can post it. Feels good in the hand. And with it posted, it's going to be about 166 millimeters. It's not a heavy pen at all. Neither one of them's heavy, in my opinion. They feel about the same. Uncapped with 22 grams uncapped. So it's not a real big step down from the M1000 at all. And it's not a larger pen either. They're almost about the same. They feel really good in the hands, both of them do. Oh, and the barrel, it's 13 millimeters. And when you get into the M800s, the M1000s, and then you go down, the M's, I mean, it's going to be the gold trim, as you see here. Without the M's, and to go down lower, you're going to see the silver trim. The bands will be silver, clip, everything will be silver. That could be rhodium on the other ones, not sure. That's the only difference. But the same nib. Nib doesn't change. It's going to be your same nib. And what's neat about this pen on both, the barrel has black kind of stripes going down, if you can see that. Can you see that all right? And if you hold it up to the light, it's not a demonstrator by no means, but you can see the ink in it. It's not going to be where it just, boom, it comes right out and you can just see it visibly so easy. It's not. You just really have to look at it, which is kind of cool. It is a piston fill. And I cleaned this one out yesterday, and it wasn't that bad. So I'm okay with it. And, you know, I love this pen so much, and in love with it. I love the way it writes that I had to get the M800. Now, I got this pen in an auction on eBay, or there's no way I could afford a pen like this. And the seller is Marta Medina, and that's where I've been getting a lot of my higher end pens. They have good deals and auctions. If you're lucky with the right bid, you win the pen. If you're not lucky, then you just try again. But I was blessed. And this is the Pelikan Sovereign. I think that's how you say it. Some call it Pelikan. Me, it's Pelikan Sovereign. And it's just a wonderful nib. And I've been buying from these people for over a year. It's not like I just buy, because, you know, I just don't have the funds to do that. And I have to say, but that doesn't mean I don't buy from the pen shops here in the United States. I try to do the best I can with the money I have. And, you know, I'll buy these pens here in the U.S. Goulet pens, Anderson pen, Pen Chalet, and a few others that I don't remember top of my head. And I'll buy those pens and the inks and papers and notebooks and whatever else I need and that I can afford. But I'm not buying any more pens for the rest of this year. It's going to be next year. And one of my pens I will be buying is going to be the Edison Collier with the 18K nib. That's one of my pens I do want. Well, with that, I want to say thank you for watching my pen channel, and I hope you got something out of this. Is it worth buying? By all means, in my opinion, it definitely is worth buying, because once you put the pen to paper, you don't want to put it down. It's just enjoyable, pleasant, fantastic writer, beautiful, gorgeous nib, beautiful pen, and you'll be glad you bought it. Thank you, peace, be safe, and don't text and drive.